The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was, they're like 8 hours and 30 minutes into escaping, and they're just thinking about pushing the buttons on the watch. I think they did, it's just that it didn't have any effect before.
You had to push it in the right order in order for it to actually click like that.
Yeah. There had been another experiment conducted on the same ship 9 years ago. Watch out for Huli. Ah. A girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The two murders.
Please.
Switching clothes. The nunnery game. And whatever strange thing was happening to Junpei himself. The maelstrom in his head spat out words and ideas that disappeared back into almost as soon as he grasped them. But as he struggled through them, Junpei began to realize something. There was something that tied all of them together. Zero. He was the ringleader, the person who had trapped 9 people on his sinking ship. Zero knew everything. If they could uncover Zero's identity, all of their questions would be answered. Who was Zero? Junpei had the beginnings of a theory. If he could only test it, or perhaps... At any rate, we have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. And it has a blue diamond as the logo. Okay. That's for Clash Royale, okay. Junpei, it was 4:30 last time we checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry. Hey, how are you gonna get out of here? Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door. 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 equals 18. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door. Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out. As they snaked back and forth, Junpei glanced at Snake's first left hand. He was wearing a bracelet with a 2 on it. Come on, you gotta tell me these things. I assumed you figured it out. Yeah, forget it. Let's just get going. San stumped off toward the smaller number 9 door. Clover, Snake, and Junpei followed. 7 quickly laid his hand on the red, and asterisk appeared on the screen. Junpei and the others followed suit, and laid their hands on the scanner panel. Soon, there were 4 asterisks on the screen. 7 glanced at them, then laid his hand on the lever of the red. Alright. You guys ready to go? Yes. Yep. Junpei paused for a moment. Not yet. Huh? Before we go in, I'd like to check something. You want to check something? Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us. What do you mean? We don't need... Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here. Junpei looked directly into 7's eyes. The older man looked back for a moment, then nodded. Fine. Seven pulled down the lever and the door door 9 creaked open. Then they waited. 6, 7, 8. Thank you, Kyle. Oh my god, Kyle. You are such an amazing person. Thank you so much. Thank you. +3. After 9 seconds at the door, how much has Kyle donated? Almost all of it. Let's keep it at that. I feel bad. But I mean, Kyle donated and he wants to donate, so I guess it's okay, but I feel bad. After 9 seconds, the door closed. From like in here. Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9. So, we knew that already, it's obvious. Obvious. Yeah, you're right, it is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet? What? Zero's bracelet? Why don't you take it out, Clover? For a moment, Clover looked surprised, but she recovered quickly and stuck her tongue out at Junpei. So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime. She reached into one of the pockets of her voluminous jacket and produced a bracelet. Junpei took it from her and turned to Seven. No way she's a yandere. No, she's a tsundere. She's definitely a tsundere, not a yandere. This was in the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make it a little easier to talk about it, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead on the captain's quarters Cap. If Cap was really 0, then I should be able to open the door 9 with just me, Clover, and this bracelet. But most importantly, if you were Cap, and this was your game, would you really put one of these bracelets on yourself? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand. Okay. After he and Clover scanned their bracelets, he weighed Caps over the scanner panel. Then he pulled the lever. However, the door didn't open. The red display read error. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us? Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work? No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register. Seven waved his bracelet in front of the scanner panel. Sure enough, a single asterisk appeared on the red. Huh, looks like you're right. See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility. That bracelet is in the number 0. Is that what you're saying? That's right. Then, what number is it? Let's find out. Junpei, scan the bracelet with this combination. Which combination should we do? The proper one, I guess? No way he would put the bracelet on himself. 0 totally ate the palm too, because he's super smart. So, should we go for the actual combination that it is? I mean, it is kind of late, and I do have university tomorrow, and it's also Halloween, so let's actually do what we have to do, okay? Okay. I'm glad you guys agree with me. So it's Heaven and Junpei and Cap. Seven and Junpei and Cap. 7 plus Junpei equals 7 plus 5, which is 12. If this combination opened the door, then Cap's bracelet was number 6. Do the right one. Do the la 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 la. I say all of the above. Hey, it opened. The door opened. What? Why? What does that mean? Both Seven and Clover seemed rather shaken, as they turned to look at Junpei for answers. It means it's June! 0 is June! The door slid heavily shut. Junpei raised an eyebrow. Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6. But doesn't it say 0? This isn't a 0. The symbol in here isn't the number 0. It's the letter O. O? Menu. File. About digital roots. Is this the one that I have to have? No. This one. So, it's... Give me a second. Let me figure out which one it is. So, here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That doesn't make sense. Ah, my theory is wrong. Steve Rogers is number 6? O would be 24, yeah. It's 24, so... I guess the digital root is 6. Did I make a mistake counting? I probably did. Who cares? Anyway, the digital root. Whoa, wait a minute. Actually, we did this puzzle earlier. Yep, 0 is 24. Well, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out the cap's bracelet is 6, right? Yeah. Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s? Before Junpei could answer, Snake spoke up. There is most likely one person with a 6. Only one person with a 6. But I don't get it. What about June? Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never a 6 to begin with. Thank you, Kyle! Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much, Kyle. So June's bracelet wasn't a 6? So June 0? Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is 9. That seems most likely. Then all this number door stuff was just a load of crap? Why would you say that? Because if June is 9, then numbers wouldn't match up. And her name is June 0. Clover grabbed Junpei's notebook and began to write furiously in it. Junpei leaned over to look at it. List of all number doors June's gone through. Clover read each row out loud so that Snake could follow along. Alright, I made a list of all the numbered doors that June has gone through so far. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So, if you switch 9 and wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8. Clover, do you notice anything interesting in that list? What do you mean? Lotus is on all of them. And Santa's on all of them. You're talking about 3, right? Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it? Yes, exactly. What about it? That's quite simple, really. You told me that first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question, why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy, because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number. 7, would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations? Yeah, sure. 7 took a pen from a confused Clover and began to adjust her calculations. Yeah, I have a secret. Hi, Wonder Bread Special. Hello. What's the secret? This is what you're getting at, right, Snake? He read out loud the changes he made. When he finished, he looked at Snake. Snake smiled. Thank you. That's exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0. No way! Santa's 0? And June was 9, not 6. On the contrary, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 minus 3. They cancel one another out, nothing appears out of order. Then that means that even though he set the whole damn thing up, Santa was still playing by the rules of the nunnery game this whole time. Precisely. So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing? I'm not sure he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0, if my hypothesis is correct. Clover bit her lip. She seemed to be having some difficulty believing her brother